Today is Saturday, November the 2nd, 1985. This is Natalie Ornish in Dallas. I'm going to call Frances Mrs. Perry Callison in San Antonio. She is a former president of the Texas Jewish Historical Society.
Good morning. This is Natalie Ornish in Dallas. How are you?
Oh, how are you, Natalie?
Good. I'm calling you because I guess more than a year ago I received a letter from you when you were president of the Texas...
Just 1 minute, hon. My daughter just walked in.
My name is Bobby Callison Ravis, and my mother is Frances Callison, who's being documented in this documentary. Our house, the telephone was just constantly ringing with all these different people from different walks of life calling. Same thing with the Texas Jewish Historical Society. And there's the famous quote where she said, "I wanted the world to know we're here."
I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to be able to read some poems of my mother's, Fanya Kruger. She was a Russian Jewish girl who came to this country at the age of 15 with her family to avoid the great prejudice of the Tsar of Russia.
She published several books of poetry, and people like Allen Ginsberg and Langston Hughes were friends of hers.
She always on the outside was this very sweet, wonderful woman. But the things that she had been exposed to in Russia and in the world tempered her soul, and inside of her she was solid steel.
Has anybody told you anything about Miss Gussie Oscar?
No.
Gussie Oscar was a force of nature.
As a business promoter and as a single woman, as a Jewish woman in the state of Texas, she was very much ahead of her time.
The state of Texas is vast and wide. Stetsons, longhorns, windmills, and wildflowers dot the landscape. Synagogues, Torahs, and menorahs, not so much. Yet since the days of the Republic, in every corner of the Lone Star State, there have been smart and determined Jewish women uniting these seemingly disparate cultural elements.
History tends to be told through the stories of great white men. It's the women often who notice things and take action to solve them, who improve our society and our way of life. So let's see what these women were doing.
These are the stories of 6 of those remarkable women. These are the stories of grit and grace.